Hello. In this video I'm talking about your body. So I did a little meditation shortly before I started this video, and I heard I am to talk about your cellular structure, and my guides, the guides, and your guides, the people who are watching this, your guides are going to be, oh, this is interesting. They said they're going to be restricting your diet. So when you reach for something that's not good for your body, and they told me to remind you that food is fuel. Food is used as pleasure now. So you have to be careful because food is fuel. And they want me to reiterate, to go over the basics of, they're saying the economy of your body. I'm loving this video because it's very channeled, and because I didn't make any notes, I didn't know what to say. They said, we'll talk for you. Okay. So the economics of your body. They said the economic policy of your body is that your body needs specific foods in order for it to thrive. If you have been suffering from a long-term illness and you've been told it's incurable and you believed it, then it happened to be true. When you decide to no longer believe what information you're fed from the medical community and you turn to food as a source for healing, you will understand that you are in charge of your body, you are in charge of your health, and it is up to you to heal yourself on a physical level. How do you do that? You choose foods that are high vibrational foods. They're saying organics vibrate the highest, certainly certified organics vibrate the highest. You have to understand as well, they're saying that it is very difficult to be certified organic these days because of the situation of land, and land is always being overtaken by, they said, the economic policy of politics, in that certain, they said the economics of food is that they look to what really makes money, like wholesale. So the whole movement towards organics has been huge because people are starting to understand. They said not as huge as they want it to be. People are starting to understand that their health really is under their control. And I had posted on Facebook, on my Facebook page, Karen-Rose, that a doctor had had problems with her health forever. And she became a doctor and she still had health problems, and she turned to a vegan diet. And she has not had health problems for 16 years. So, you know, there's real value in that. And I know, and they're saying, that not everyone is meant to have a vegan diet. And that's something you need to understand when you're feeding your body. They want you to pay attention to how it reacts to the food you're feeding it. For example, a lot of people think that dairy is a really good source of calcium, but there are other sources. They're saying spinach is wonderful. Broccoli is wonderful. And this is interesting. They even said chickpeas have a source of calcium in them. And also, if and when you take supplements, your body may not always absorb those supplements. So you have to understand that some supplements don't have the value that your body needs because they're synthetic. So anything that is synthetic may or may not be absorbed by your body, and it really depends on your genetics and your chemistry. Did you know some people on this planet have DNA that doesn't match the DNA of the people who descended from, like, prehistoric man, cave people? So if you've ever listened to Greg Braden, he's on YouTube a lot. He said that they actually have done tests on people's DNA, and they found that some DNA from some people didn't match, and it's the Pleiadian people. So the Pleiadians have come onto this planet to help people. So that would be an interesting DNA test to have. Hey, can you test me for Pleiadian DNA? Anyways, that was new it wasn't really new for me. Like, I knew that some people had descended from alternate sources. They were just planted here on this planet to help raise the vibration of the planet. So back to food, they're saying, get back on track, which of course, that's what I will do. So they want me to tell you about cellular structure of your body. They said the cellular structure of your body is organic and inorganic. So they're saying organics is living, breathing cells. And then they said there's parts of people's bodies that are inorganic, and they actually had lives that were mechanical. And this is very interesting. So they're saying that while Karen says synthetic vitamins can't be absorbed by your body, they absolutely can be absorbed by some people's bodies. And they're saying that the synthetics were made by people who had that understanding, and they had the capability of assimilating synthetic vitamins, which that's pretty cool news, right? So how do you determine what your body can utilize and what it can't? Well, there's something called full body muscle testing. And this is where you stand, doesn't matter what direction you face, you just stand upright. And if you're doubting this capability of yourself, it's good for you to stand with your eyes closed, and then you create a grounding cord. That's where you ground your energy of your body to, like, the earth. The center of the earth is good. You wrap it around the center of the earth, bring it back up into your solar plexus, and you've created a grounding cord where you're attached to the earth and you're not floating around being ungrounded. Ungrounded people generally can't hold a conversation that's on one thing. They're like all over it, right? It's like squirrel. So when you're grounded, you're a better reader if you want to be a psychic reader. You are better at conversations, you're a better listener, you're better at doing your tasks and keeping on track, like straight and focused. So you create a grounding cord. Then you ask your body to show it a yes, to show you a yes. And you ask your body to show you a no. Then you can ask your body to show you a maybe. So give yourself time and see how your body reacts to that when you say out loud or in your mind, show me a yes. And then you feel your body do something. And then show me a no. Feel your body do something. Show me a maybe. Your body does something different. So your body is showing you the answer to a yes or no question. So then you take it further and you take, like you're shopping for vitamins. You take the vitamin in your hand and you say, is it in my best interest to take some of the vitamins in this bottle? Okay, so you want to see if it's an energetic match. Or you can even say, are the vitamins in this bottle an energetic match to me? So then your body will show you a yes or a no. Some people get that answer in their mind. And some people still can't tell because they get ungrounded and they're like, I don't know. So if you get your mind is like all over the place, practice a grounding cord. Practice at home finding out what your yes or no is, because people's are different. Like, I'm not going to tell you what mine is, because then you'll say, oh, my body should do that too. No, some people have the same reaction, some people don't. So once you get, your body tells you a yes or a no, then you can, when you go out, you can actually shop for things that will match your energy and understand that each time you go through a change, what worked for you last week might not work for you this week. Okay? So understand that not everything is going to match your vibration all the time. It's not going to be the same all the time because you're growing, changing vessel. And they're asking me to tell you some information. You may or may not know this. Every 7 days, you have an entire new blood supply. Okay, so you can actually change your blood, quality of your blood, in just 7 days. So this is what happened to a friend of mine. She wanted to be more psychic, so I said to her, hey, cut out dairy, cut out animal products. What else? I think that was it. And so she did that. And I think she was supposed to do it for 14 days. So she got on that and did that. And it was interesting because people were like, what are you doing? Why? And she just said, oh, I'm just doing like an internal cleaning. What happened near the end of that, she got sick. So then, and it got worse and worse, and it was like in her lungs. She went to the doctor and she got tested or whatever, and he took her blood. So then she had to go back and see him because he said her enzyme levels in her liver were really high. And so she got worried and she was like, oh my God, what's wrong? And I said, well, no, you just did a detox. So everything's out of whack. And so your body is detoxing. So the toxins have come up and it's disturbed the equilibrium in your body. You've shaken it up because she hasn't done a detox like this before ever that I know of. So then I said, oh, I just researched and what high liver enzymes mean or whatever. So I found that it was what I believed that there's some toxins that had arisen, so the enzyme count in her liver were high, and it actually would normalize. It says it stabilizes after, well, it's 7 days, right? So she went back to the doctor and got her blood taken again, and guess what? Everything was normal. So she was all scared because, she's thinking, oh my God, what's wrong? But I want you to know that your body is amazing, and your body can actually heal itself when you take the care that you are meant to. Feed it high vibration foods. Feed it clean water, live water. Remember, live water is water that has not been, everything's been taken out of it and it's in a plastic bottle. That water is dead. It has no life force energy in it at all. So when you put that in your body can't really do anything with it. You might think, oh, that's really good, but it's actually not. Your body is meant to get trace minerals from water. And so when you are drinking dead water, it's actually not good for you. And there's one famous singer, she said she felt like she had cancer. She felt that it was related to drinking water from plastic bottles that had been laying in, like sitting in her vehicle and had gotten heated, and it's like the plastic and the water became like one force, and so we have to be careful, right, what we put in our bodies. The second thing they want you to understand is that your body reacts to food in a certain way. So if you have any allergies or if you have any symptoms that you get when you eat a certain food or you drink a certain beverage, pay attention to how it affects you. Does it make you feel good? Do you feel its vital force is high and it's helping you? Or does it make you feel scattered? Does it make you feel ill? Does it make you feel weird, like not balanced and not yourself? Because so many people are disconnected from the type of food that they're putting in their bodies, and I see it all the time, how their complexion is, they might have acne, oh yeah, to tell you about that. So there's they said there's a symbiosis about how your skin reacts to certain foods and how it reacts to toxins. So it wants to push things out, right? So push things out of the pores. And so toxins that are in your head, it's trying to push that stuff out, right? So when you see people that have bad skin, that's stuff that's trying to be pushed out of the pores. And so when my son started developing that, I was like, I know what that is, because I could see, like, liquid sugar gives him pus, and so he asked for orange juice, and I was like, okay. So I bought him orange juice, and you know what? That orange juice cleared up his skin. It was the orange juice. And I changed to just a bar of Dove soap, and that really helped too, which was interesting because I had been using some special kind of like cleanser for his skin, and it was okay for a while, like it helped, and then all of a sudden it didn't help anymore. So it was actually the food, and it was, I heard, the ascorbic acid that was interacting with the pus in behind his skin. It was like that wanted to push out, but it actually needed something to clear it up. And I heard that the ascorbic acid, I'm hearing this in my mind, the ascorbic acid had attacked that from the inside, and it had actually, it's like it sapped it, and it cleans the skin up, and it's vitamin C. So that is great. So your body is going to react to food all the time. And so if you are looking like, I know this doesn't sound very nice, you have one foot in the grave and you look like your skin is gray and you aren't looking really healthy, chances are you've been feeding your body some food that your body is having a hard time processing, and it's getting stuck. They're saying it's getting stuck in your liver, and your liver is detrimental to the vital force within you. And they're saying that to detox your liver is really important, and you can do it on a daily basis with 16 ounces of warm water and just squeeze half a lemon in there and drink that first thing in the morning, wait 30 minutes after that, and then you can have whatever it is that you have. And So a nice routine is to do that. You could, if you get up half an hour earlier than you normally do, you can do that. Have a meditation for 20 minutes and just ask to be shown anything that you need to do that can improve your health. Because I guarantee you, if you make a routine of that, you will hear from your guides and from the source how to fix your body yourself. It truly will happen. It was like almost 2 years ago, like in March it'll be 2 years ago, that I heard to go to the gym and hire a trainer. And I did it. It was like an idea implanted in my head from the source, from my guides. And I did it, and I have never felt better. I'm so grateful that I was given, I'm really grateful that I have the gift of hearing from my guides and from my angels and from the source itself to what I can do to make my health better, because my health is actually the best it has been in a long, long time. I was very disconnected from my food source. It was like I was eating to fill a void in my life, and I wasn't eating for fuel. So your body needs certain kinds of fuel, right? So it needs the three main macronutrients. It needs protein, it needs carbohydrates, and it needs fats. So when you look at healthy fats are really important for your brain health. Carbohydrates are really important for fuel to keep you going. And lots of long distance runners will, make sure they get lots of carbs so that they have the fuel to continue. And also, of course, proteins are really important. And I read somewhere that as we age, we actually need more protein because we tend to lose muscle. So if you're not getting enough protein, you won't be able to build the muscle you want if you're trying to build muscle in the gym, or you're trying to maintain your strength as you age. And I found that certainly true for me. I'm not a big protein eater. I really have to be very conscious of adding a lot of protein to my diet. So I use like chickpeas, lentils, beans, and sometimes I'll have a vegan protein bar, which I really like them. They're nice. I don't eat a lot of that stuff, but a lot of it is processed, and I like to soak my lentils and beans and chickpeas the night before I cook them, the day after I cook them in slow cooker. And I have amazing strength. I'm so grateful for that, because I changed how I looked at food. I changed it to food is fuel, food is for wellness, and you can heal yourself with food. So I hope you remember that when you reach for something. Are you eating out of trying to fill a void in your life? Are you eating because you want pleasure, or are you eating to build a strong body? Because there's a huge difference how you feed your body. So whenever I breathe deep like that, it's like they want me to channel them. So they're asking me to get back to cellular structure. So they are showing me like a shape, like a hexagon. So they're showing me images in my mind. And they're saying that your DNA is the building block for your cellular structure. So whatever family you're born into, your cellular structure runs on that frequency from that family. So if that family has decided to have lessons through lives with cancer, you have a 50% chance of inheriting that idea or that ideal, unless you reprogram your mind and change how you eat, change what your diet is like. And they're saying going from low vibration processed foods, dead foods, overcooked foods, foods full of hormones and antibiotics, to fresh foods, organic foods, high vibration foods. They're showing me also a tomato, high vibration, and they're saying that lycopene is really important for a cancer fighter. They said it's actually underestimated how healthy it is. So if you have a history of cancer in your family, they're saying turn to lycopene, and they said tomato paste is especially high vibrating. Ooh, that's cool. I saw a great big tomato in my mind. So they're saying that they want you to take your health back. They want you to understand that it's up to you to change your diet. And they said don't really listen to a lot of the propaganda through the media, because the media is trying to sway you to buy their product. They are wanting your money. They don't really care about your health. And they're saying some of the really big name products, especially with body care, they're saying that be careful what you put on your body, because if it's full of petrochemicals, it's going to disrupt your hormones and you're going to have hormonal problems and you won't understand why you have them. Whew. So that is really interesting. And they even said, this is interesting, because I've been putting an oil on my body after I shower, and they're saying that the oil that is in there isn't what they said it was. So they're telling me it doesn't match my frequency and my vibration. So they said to let it go, and they actually told me to use like the avocado and sugar scrub that I make. So I'll be buying some more avocado oil. If you scrub with that during the shower, your skin will be just, oh, it's so beautiful. And also, if you want really nice skin that is just so soft and just wonderful, like a tablespoon of olive oil, not olive oil, well, olive oil, I guess they just told me that tablespoon of olive oil every day. But for me, oh my goodness, it's coconut oil. And when I haven't done bulletproof coffee lately, but I used to, and I'll be back on that again, because I started using some, what's it called? Buttery spread. So it's a vegan butter. And I actually like it better than butter. It was weird. And I had met this lady in the grocery store, and we started talking about a vegan diet, because she had asked me where the alfalfa sprouts were in that store. And I was like, I haven't seen any. So then we started talking about the vegan diet, and she said she had just gone vegan 2 weeks ago. And so we started talking, because I said I'd been doing it for almost a year. She said, have you tried vegan butter yet? And I was like, oh, no. And she's like, it's really good. So on her recommendation, I bought it, and I prefer it. It's really wonderful. So now I can make my bulletproof coffee with, cup of coffee, tablespoon of coconut oil, and then maybe, about that much of the vegan butter, and see what that's like. Because when I do that every day in the morning, it's really good for my brain health. It makes me feel really good. And I love coffee. I have to drink decaf because I get too squirrely if I drink caffeinated coffee. And my skin is just amazing. It's so soft, because that softness comes from the inside out. And the coconut oil helps you age better. So those are tips about your skin. And your skin is your largest organ, right? So it's important for you to understand, like, if your skin is really dry, it's a good idea to rehydrate yourself constantly throughout the day. Try this: drink 2 liters of water a day, because often your skin is dry because you are dehydrated. You're not flushing your cells enough too with the water. And then when you add a healthy oil to your diet, healthy fat to your diet, your skin condition will improve as well. So those are really important. A lot of people don't understand that what they put on their skin is just as harmful as what they put inside their skin. And sometimes when you use those, an antiperspirant, it actually stops your sweat glands in your armpits from working the way they're supposed to. And I just say, if you don't smell very good, it just means your body is toxic. So when you sweat, if you smell raunchy, it's a good idea to give your body a detox, And this is a real challenge for some people, to cut out animal products and cut out, what's the other thing? Oh, gluten, for like 14 days. So gluten is it's in wheat flour, and often when we take gluten in, it causes it coats your intestines, and it grabs things and it stays inside. So you add insoluble fiber like psyllium husk, or some people take Metamucil, it'll help brush that out. But I find whenever if I'm eating bread, because I love sourdough bread, if I'm having, a piece or 2 of that a day, my digestive system actually slows down, and it doesn't work as well. And then when I'm off any bread that has gluten in it, that then I don't have those problems anymore. My digestive system works really well. And I noticed that, and I was like, okay, I don't really like that, because I really want my digestive system to work. So did you know you're meant to go number 2, like between 2 to 3 times a day? And if you're not, it means that your body has all that stored inside of you, and it actually, all those toxins are in your body, and they will make you sick. So your gut health is really important. You want to clean your intestinal tract, and you want to make sure that your cells are vibrating as high as they can. That's what they're saying to me. That's why it's so important for you to understand that you have the power to change the programming that runs in your family. They are saying, change your diet, change your life. And they said even, this is interesting, they said to change your friends if they're negative. Because they're saying, if you have friends that are abusing their bodies and they don't understand that their bodies are like a temple, they're saying, stay away from them for a while and see how your health improves. Because if you're around people, let's say you're a smoker and you only smoke when you're with your friends, and then when you're by yourself you don't feel the urge to smoke, stay away from them and see how your health improves if you don't crave those cigarettes. Or it could be even alcohol. Now, alcohol in some cultures does help. It thins your blood if you have thick blood. It can, there's like bitters that can help with they're saying it helps with your intestinal health, your digestive system. But they're saying too much alcohol is a brain killer. And I do know that. I had taken, I was taking my master's degree in the 90s, and we had a lady that came in. She had 2 PhDs in brain research, and she said that extended use of alcohol actually causes lesions in your brain. And so if you drink a lot, you actually have dead spots in your brain. And they had done, research with that. And then she said, if you smoke marijuana, it actually makes a big cavity, like here on the top of your brain. It actually kills that, and it doesn't come back. So I used to joke with my students and say, some of you don't have a lot to spare, so you might not want to indulge in those activities. So tonight, my guides and your guides are saying to take care of your health. Take your health back. Make sure that you do the best that you can, because if you are having health issues, if you're having brittle bone problems, if you're having mental cognizant problems, if you're having fatigue, they're saying fibromyalgia, they're saying that's just from really poor food choices, and you can actually heal yourself with food. And there are people out there who have healed themselves with their choice of food. I mean, if you've heard of Jack LaLanne, he had cancer, he healed himself with carrot juice, and then he sold all those juicers, So there are people out there who are living proof of how food can change your well-being. And I really want you all to be those kind of people who take your health back if you've been having health problems, and understand that the food is, I'm hearing that the food that you choose is a representation of the love that you have for yourself. And so when you decide to eat food that vibrates high, when you decide to change your health, when you decide to drink clean, live water, and really be conscious of what you put in your body, your health will be improved, and it will be excellent, and you just will be a living legend. People say, how come you're so healthy? How come you're so strong? Or whatever. You just say, oh, it's just what I eat. And it doesn't have to be a vegan diet. If your body agrees with, animal products, then fine. And if it doesn't, then that's fine too. It really is your choice on how you want to eat and how you want to maintain your health. So, thank you so much for watching. My next video will be on spirit, one of my favorite subjects. Thank you for watching.